Here we go. Let's get it. "10 miles is done. Got 10 miles done in 1 hour, 28 minutes, 11 seconds. Total distance 10.03 miles. Average pace 8 minutes, 48 seconds. And it's only 7 a.m. on Sunday. Have a good one."
Consider this your call to join the fight. I was finishing up a 2-year-long battle with my health, and I was exhausted, I was discouraged, and I was in need of a little inspiration. And I came across a verse in the book of John, and I love to read the book of John. So I've certainly read this verse before. You've probably heard it, but I was in this season of life. The verse hit differently. The verse was John 10:10. And here we see Jesus, and he says this. He says, "The thief, the enemy, comes to steal, kill, and destroy. I have come that you may have life, and life to the full." And man, that just hit me. First of all, I could definitely feel the enemy stealing my hope, killing my joy, and trying to destroy my future. But what I really just wrestled with is the fact that Jesus wanted me to have a full life. And that doesn't mean prosperity gospel, that everything's great and he wants me to be rich and all this stuff. No, but he did want me to have a full, vibrant life filled with the fruit of the Holy Spirit and filled with joy, right? And so I was looking around and I was in a war, all right? I was just fighting to survive, right? You're in that mode of just like it's survival mode. But I wanted to get out of that season and I wanted to thrive. I wanted that fullness. I just desperately wanted it. And probably you do too. We get so, beaten down by this world and the seasons and the valleys we walk through. We just want some fullness. And so as I reflected on that, I really wanted to experience more fullness in my faith walk, with my family, with my fitness, like my health, and with my finances. And I think as Christian men, as we read the scriptures, it's hard to ignore the fact that God has high expectations for us in those areas, right? Our faith, our family, our fitness, and our finance. We can't ignore those areas. There's lots of other things we could dive into, but those were 4 that I just wanted to experience more fullness in. And so once again, I was in need of some inspiration. And so I looked at the Christian church, just the modern Christian church here in America, and I was less than encouraged, less than inspired by what I saw from the men. And I'm not talking about like the church that I go to here in my local church. I'm just talking about the big church, man. I didn't see a whole lot of men thriving in all aspects. I saw pockets of fullness, right? Some men who were crushing it financially, some men who were crushing it with their faith. But there was always a weakness, and I get it, we're not perfect, but I think we're called to be full men that are actively engaged in our faith, our family, our fitness, and our finance. And I see a lot of, and I'm guilty of this. This is not I know it all. This was me being convicted and looking around and seeing this in the rest of men as well, of just a lot of passive men. Lots of men who would admit like, I wanna have a more authentic, deeper faith, but not doing anything about it, right? Men who want to have just lead a great family, but they're not engaged, right? Men who want to have a healthy financial situation, but don't do any work. So it's just our actions and our desires aren't matching up. And that's where I struggled. And I think men, we're called to more. Our country needs us, our families need us, and we are held to a greater standard than what we're currently living at. And I think that we need to see a younger generation, men in their 20s, 30s, 40s, who need to kind of take hold of this opportunity to lead ourselves better, but also to lead our families better. They deserve better, and so do we. So guys, I think there's really 2 things the enemy is doing here for most people, and it's deeper than this, but as I reflect on it, the first thing is we're so comfortable. Here in America, we have air conditioning everywhere, except for in this garage right now. I'm sweating, if you can see it. I just got done with a workout, but we're all so comfortable. Air conditioned everything, TVs everywhere, right? Like we're so comfortable, and we don't really grow when we're comfortable. We want to stay comfortable. And most of the time, growth occurs outside of our comfort zone. So we have to do the hard things to grow, and most of us just aren't doing it. So therefore, there's not much growth happening in ourselves and not much growth happening in our families. The second thing is we're all so distracted. We're distracted by these phones. We're distracted by, our jobs and our careers and our hobbies and our kids' sports, right? Just like there's distraction everywhere. There's no wonder we have no time and energy for the things that really matter, right? We don't give the highest priorities our highest energy, which is a shame. So we're distracted and we're too comfortable. So men, we've got to do the hard stuff. We're called to be warriors. We're called to live full lives. We need better and our families need better. And this is speaking to me just as much as you. I am on this journey with you, and that's why I'm creating this video, is I see the need for the next generation, the younger generation of men to be warriors. And so that's what I want to become. I want my kids to be warriors. So we've got to do this together. So I'm on this journey and I want to share this journey with you. The first thing I want to do, hopefully every week, but give me some grace, is I want to post some sort of vlog, right? Probably going to, document some of my fitness stuff that I'm doing, but also some of the biblical reflections that I'm having, things that are on my mind about just the church, things about masculinity, manhood, family, just all sorts of things. The second video I'm hoping to post regularly, maybe weekly, is more of a resource-oriented video. So whether it's a podcast I really enjoyed and let's talk about it, or a book or a sermon series, the point is it's people that know more than me and you. People that are further down the road, that have wisdom and experience, and they can help us younger men be better warriors, be better fathers and husbands. And that's what I want to do, is I want to go on this journey with you. I've been inspired by people. I found a couple people that have inspired me, and I want us to inspire each other to be warriors and to do everything that God has called us to do. So the question is, are you going to come on this journey with me? Hopefully you will. We'll be warriors. We're going to be better men, and our families will thank us for it. Be full.